I'm Kelly Mitchell, the Wine Siren. I'm here today with Kim Alter. She is the founder and chef extraordinaire for Nightbird. And Nightbird is a brand new restaurant in San Francisco, one of the most exciting on the horizon. And she has taken time away from the restaurant to join me tonight and also give up some sleep yet again, right?
Normally.
Okay. Life in the startup zone
Is exhausting, but great. It's so much more. I'm grateful for every day that we're open, we're busy, that people are excited, that people are happy about us. But yeah, you go through like your fourth pot of coffee, your fourth wind, and you just keep going. It's great though.
I love it. So tell me a little bit about your background and what prepped you for this grand adventure.
Well, before Nightbird, I worked for Daniel Patterson running a couple of his restaurants for the last 4 years. And before that, I had a restaurant in Sausalito and kind of like have pretty much been in the Bay Area for almost 20 years, working at like Manresa and Acquarello, Aqua, kind of all over the board. Chicago for a minute, but the weather moved right back to California.
Very smart.
And just kind of all different types of restaurants, all different types of chefs to work for, to really understand everything. I worked in the front of the house, dishwasher up to like, sous chef, cook, chef, everything, to really understand everything, to hopefully understand and run my business better.
And what kind of challenges did you run into? Did you see as a woman? Like, really?
Because the list is insane.
Is it?
Well, I mean, it took 2 years to open. Beyond struggling with the city, construction was a nightmare.
Oh my goodness.
Especially being a woman, I would say. And, I don't want to harp on it too much, but definitely you get taken advantage of a lot. You have to be really strong and have a really thick skin and really just push forward and study a lot and understand the rules and regulations and permits and hopefully push through and make friends in the city, make friends at PG&E, bring them banana bread, and like hopefully they
seriously
put you through.
The baked goods always work, right?
It does. It pushes you through a couple weeks early.
I love it.
Yeah.
What was the vision for Nightbird?
I really wanted, there's Nightbird and there's also Linden Room, which is a 7-seat bar that's kind of like Art Deco, 1930s inspired, and we make all the everything.
Can you say the name one more time?
Linden Room.
Linden Room. Okay.
So they're combined in a really, our whole restaurant is only 1,400 square feet. So the bar is only 6 seats, and the restaurant itself is 37 seats. I wanted 2 different environments that were symbiotic. One that was just a place you could get a good cocktail and, listen to records and drink out of like the vintage glassware I've collected my whole life. And then the restaurant is just something that we're evolving into every day, and it's a tasting menu that changes every week.
Beautiful. How do you get your inspiration for the dishes, especially with a menu that's changing constantly, right?
Well, obviously farmers market, being in the Bay Area, that's what everyone I think says. We go to the farmers market every day. But I have themes to all my menus. So we have fun with it. Like I'm working on a Left My Heart in San Francisco menu. Right now it's a citrus menu. So every single dish has like different forms of citrus that we can find in local farms. And that's kind of where I get my inspiration. I definitely like playing, having fun. We're not too serious in a sense that, it's not too precious. We try to like have a little bit louder music, try to have just delicious food with like that technique from a really fine dining restaurant, but it's a little bit more relaxed.
Got it. Any culinary school in your background?
I did go to culinary school in the late 90s, and I worked full-time at Acquarello when I was in school, and I have to say that was probably more school than physical school. Suzette taught me a lot and really made me stay in the business, and I don't think I'd be here if it wasn't for her.
Wow. And any words of advice to those that are looking at, maybe opening their own restaurant or, taking the next step from culinary school?
Well, definitely there should be a big gap in between those two things.
Yes, definitely.
Once you graduate culinary school, I think that something that's really happening in this world, whether it's technology or just the fast pace of life, people are trying to skip the craft and understanding how to cook and jumping right into wanting to be a chef. And you know what? The fun part's the cooking part. Like, it's fun being a chef, but enjoy it as long as you can. Enjoy the learning and don't, someone teaches you how to do something instead of just like Googling it. That's how I learned, because this makes me sound really old, but like there wasn't Google where I could just be like, how do you do this?
Seriously.
I had to actually learn how to do it from somebody, and then it stuck with me forever. And I think that I try to pass that on to my staff. And so learn as much as you can, travel, eat, stage, do everything you can in culinary school. Opening a business, really think hard if you want to do it. It's amazing, but it's so hard.
And it's a lot of hours.
And it's
right?
just, it's raising the money, and you have to put yourself in such as a cook, you just are in the back and you're cooking. Running a business, you have to put on so many different faces. And you have to be really flexible, I think. And it's awesome, but it's definitely hard.
What's your proudest moment to date?
That isn't a really hard question, because I think that I'm one of those people that pushes harder with, not negativity, but pushes hard with just always wanting to be better and thinking that I can always be better. So I don't even know if I've had that moment yet. Is that a terrible thing to say?
No.
Proudest moment. I
mean, you've got a lot more coming, I'm sure. A lot coming, seriously.
I don't know. Everyone's just like, congratulations, you opened a restaurant that's so amazing. And for me, it won't be amazing until I've paid back my investors and until I've have a completely running machine and I'm still figuring things out. So for
maybe
me,
you can take a week off.
A day
right?
off would be nice.
Seriously.
That hasn't happened in a couple of years, it feels like.
Oh
but that'll be my proudest moment.
It's coming.
When I can have 2 days off and not freak out. No, but I mean, my mom would say something different, but for me, I just think that it's just a constant work, struggle, thrive, evolve to be better, and that's all I can say. Sorry.
I love it. No, that's the right answer is your answer always. Okay, so how do people find Nightbird? To make reservations or pop in? What's the best way to get hooked up?
You can do either. We definitely do reservations on Open Table on our website. We recommend them, but it's not required. We do have a tasting menu, so that definitely ostracizes some people, I want to say, but we make accommodations for everybody.
I love it. Get a taste of this one. You don't want to miss it. I promise you. The quail eggs and the caviar with the truffle. Oh my God. She's amazing. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. It's such a pleasure.
So nice meeting you.
You too.